So after months of near drought conditions, it tipped it down with rain all day yesterday, and we've come out this morning before it tips it down with rain again in about an hour's time for the rest of the day. So we're just going to crack straight on and do some work. Right, I found a little twiddly thing here which I think might make quite an interesting shot. There's lots of nice texture on it and little knobbly bits that should pick up the light really nicely. So I'm going to set that up and see what it looks like. Right, we are set up on this beautiful object here, all this lovely detail, all this lovely texture, nice out of focus background. It's right in the middle of the frame there. The daylight looks very nice, it's all very nice and just, well, it's nice, but it's a bit sort of ordinary, a bit bland. And I think we can light it in a slightly more dramatic way. So, the way I'm going to build that up is, this is the normal daylight exposure. I'm going to set the camera to underexpose quite dramatically. So, we're now underexposed by a number of stops. The daylight is contributing a bit here, but it's not contributing much under here. And the way I'm going to build that up is I've got an LED on the left hand side, which you can see here from the overhead camera. And I'm just going to kind of move that backwards and forwards until I get some nice detail. I don't want it too far back because then this area goes really dark. So I'm going to sort of move it in and out until I get what I think looks nice. I think that's probably a nice sort of position there because it's picking out detail here and it's also picking out detail there, and it's quite hard to see, but we've got a little bit of detail here where light is bouncing back from here onto there. So I'm quite happy with the position of that left hand light, so I'm just going to turn that off. We've got another LED on the right hand side, and again I'm just going to move that around until I get a nice sort of lighting. I don't want it too far back because then the image is too dark around here, and I don't want it too far forwards because that just looks a bit rubbish. So I'm just kind of moving it around really until I see what I think looks nice, and I think probably around there is a nice sort of position because it's lighting nicely on here and it's going to be lighting nicely under there, and it's lighting the side of the stem there. So I'm going to flick the left hand light on as well. If I can remember which way the switch goes, that's it. So I think we've got a nice sort of mixture here. I might move that left hand light just a bit further away just to reduce the intensity. I could fiddle about with the settings on the light itself, but then I risk knocking the entire thing. So I think we've got quite a nice sort of mixture of lighting here. This LED on the right hand side is set to a sort of warm incandescent colour, which is giving us some nice warm light here and some nice bits down here. Lighting across here. LED on the left hand side here is sort of normal daylight colour, and that is obviously lighting here, lighting across there, so you're getting a nice mixture of cool light and warm light on each of the blobs there. I don't know what they're called. So yeah, that's my lighting, and that's sort of how I would set that up. So exposure wise, I think we're about right. As usual, we're using average metering, and we have a light subject because the real interesting bit is the light bits here. So we've got a light subject on a dark background, so we are underexposing by a couple of stops, a bit more than a couple of stops. ISO 64 because best quality on this camera, We've got no subject movement, so we don't care about shutter speed. So shutter speed is half a second. Aperture is f8, just to give us nice optical quality, nice sort of middling aperture. So that's it, half a second, f8, ISO 64, underexposed by a couple of stops, and we're going to focus stack it. So I'm going to focus on that bit just there, which I think is the closest part of the subject. If I just point it out here, it's just that bit there. I'm then going to draw the focus towards me, just to make sure I don't miss anything in the final stack. I think that's okay. So we're going to focus stack it. We're going to go focus step width of 2, and we're going to go 60 shots, and we're going to shoot that now. So looking at the final shot in the stack, I think we're going to have sharp frames for everything we want. And if that stacks nicely, here is the final shot. I'm struggling to get the next line out. I've done it about 4 times. What I'm actually trying to say is, after I'd shot that last shot, I did a daylight version. So here it is now, and let me know which one you prefer. Right, I'm shooting. What is this, the end? Yeah, right, this is the end.
Not quite that extreme, but...
We are done for the day. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. See you next time. Cheers.